Gili Air is the chillest little island 2 hours by boat from Bali, just off the coast of Lombok. This little slice of paradise is home to magical sunsets, snorkeling, and diving. It's an island where time seems suspended and one day melts into the next. Gili means small island in Indonesian, and Gili Air is just less than 6 square miles. It takes only about 20 minutes to walk from one end to the other. There are 3 well-known islands making up the Gilis that most travelers know about: Gili T, Gili Manå, and Gili Air. Gili T is known for its party and nightlife scene. Gili Manå is a sleepy and barely inhabited island with a sea turtle population, and Gili Air is a perfect blend of the two. In this video, I'm going to share what you need to know for your visit to Gili Air, how to plan your trip, what scams to avoid, and what places not to miss. Let's talk about how to get to Gili Air. The best option is by fast boat from Bali to the island. You need to buy your ticket at least a day or two in advance to reserve a seat. Like everything in Bali, prices are negotiable and don't let yourself fall into the trap of overpaying. Tickets include van transfer to the Padang Bay port, which is an hour and a half from Canggu or about an hour from Ubud. I paid 600,000 rupiah for a round-trip ticket.
This is your ticket for today, and this is ticket for way back, yeah?
Okay.
One day before, confirmation to my office or by WhatsApp.
Okay.
When you arrive here, come back directly to this office for the get transportation to this place, yeah?
Okay.
Just come directly to this office. Don't believe any taxi driver over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't lose all the ticket. If you lose, you have to buy new one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. The best and safest boat company is called Ekajaya. They have the biggest and most comfortable boats that run on diesel fuel. The Ekajaya tickets might be slightly more expensive, but it could be worth it for the peace of mind that your boat won't explode and sink. So here we are at Gili Air, which is just off the coast of Lombok, which is a larger island, approximately the size of Bali, maybe a little bit smaller. But what maybe people don't realize is that while Bali here is a Hindu island, Lombok and the rest of Indonesia is Muslim, and that includes Gili Air. One of the things that is so cool about this place is that you need to get around either by walking, bicycle, or horse-drawn cart. So this is as about laid back as it can possibly get here. I booked my room on Airbnb in a tiny guest house called Swenadua that included free breakfast for $19 a night. It had air conditioning and a big bed, but no hot water. Fast and cold showers aside, it was actually a pleasant place to stay for a week. This Airbnb is pretty much in the center of Gili. I was about a maybe 10-minute walk from the pier, and what I'm hearing right now, what I was hearing during lunch, is a Muslim call to prayer, and that gives me some pause because I know that they start at 4 o'clock in the morning. Luckily, I did bring my earplugs with me. One thing you'll notice when you come to Gili Air is that there is construction going on everywhere on this island. As I said before, they're rebuilding the main road, but also so many hotels, so many new things are going up. I'm sure that this has something to do with the earthquake that happened here last year. I hear that some things were damaged, but just in terms of expansion and growth as well, there's a lot going on here. So it is ideal to find a guest house that is not so close to the construction, but I think that that would be rather difficult to do because it's such a small island and really you're bound to have some sort of noise disturbance. So bring your earplugs. Take a break from doing nothing on the beach and go on a 3-island snorkeling tour for only 90,000 rupiah. This tour starts around 10 a.m. and takes you on a glass-bottomed boat around the Gilis, where you can see sea turtles and exotic fish. The tour stops for lunch on Gili Manå and finishes around 3 p.m. The 2 best restaurants on the island are Maui's and Camilla. I've been walking around the perimeter of the island and I saw this place. I decided to stop in here because they have smoothies that look really good and only for around 40 to 45,000 rupiah, which is just about $3. And this place is right, of course, beachfront. And these smoothies look really good. This Love and Monkey has banana, walnut, cardamom, cashew, dates, almond milk, flax seeds, and cacao, and I think that's what I'm gonna have. Moe's is the best for breakfast and lunch, while Camilla has by far the best dinner of anywhere on the island. Also, it's worth it to make a stop at B52 for really good coffee. B52 is the closest thing to a co-working space on GILI Air. They have fantastic coffee, air conditioning inside, decent Wi-Fi, probably better than almost anywhere else on the island. Okay, I'm cutting off my voice because forget about what I was talking about here. This point is way more important. The internet is nearly non-existent on GILI Air, it's so slow. Even on the best of days, it's only 1.5 megabits per second download speeds, so don't expect to get much work done or stream anything. One day I was there, the internet was down for the whole day on the entire island because apparently strong winds had disturbed the wire that connects the island to Lombok. However, you could take that as a sign to just seriously chill, which leads me to my next point. One thing you'll notice when you come to GILI Air is that there is an anything goes mentality and attitude here on the island, whereas in Bali, you do not want to mess around with any illicit substances. Here in GILI Air, all I can say is you know the vibe when you see it, and it's not really hidden, so whatever you want, you don't have to look that hard for. I don't want to say more than that because I'd like to leave my options open if I ever want to visit Indonesia again, but I think you know what I'm saying. At night, head to Legends Bar for fire dancers and the best music on the island. Every Thursday night is a special party with live music. You might get lucky and be on the island during one of the many festivals. If so, there is stick fighting near the port on the southern end of the island. This traditional sport comes from Lombok, where men beat each other with rattan canes, often ending with blistering welts and bruises. So we're watching this a little bit horrified because we're seeing every time they land a blow, it turns bright red on the body and it looks really painful. The best place to watch the sunset is from the northeast side of the island. The north side gives an incredible view of Bali's Mount Batur on clear evenings, and the sky turns vibrant shades of pink and red. On the return trip, beware of the scammers that jump on board as soon as the boat docks and ask you for your return van voucher. They'll take your ticket and tell you that your car has already left and you need to pay them some exorbitant rate to get back to where you want to go. Do not give anyone your ticket until you're out of the port and to the place of the van pickups. Look for someone with the logo of your boat company. So it's absolute mayhem as soon as you get off the shuttle. Everybody is standing around. It's almost impossible to move. But the most important thing is to be aware of the scammers that jump on the boat as soon as you get there, and they try to take your ticket for the shuttle and say you need taxi, and they'll take you, but actually your shuttle service is included in the price of your ticket. But these people take your ticket and then you end up having to pay extra. So a lot of people, no thank you, a lot of people got sucked into that scam because they just didn't know better. But when I was researching this trip and reading all about the horror stories that happened at this bay, I know that that's one of the scams that happens. And so no, you just have to go straight back to the place where you got your ticket and they take care of it for you.